It's a National Coming Out Day today, and I don't usually use this channel for talking about my personal life or my personal beliefs or any of that stuff. I tend to use it just to sell my books. But today is National Coming Out Day. I figured I'll just share a little bit, and that is, anybody who knows me will know that I am gay. And I honestly don't mind and don't care, who knows. It's never been an issue for me, really, since I came out, which was back in 2001. Which, when you consider that I'm nearly 45, what, 16 years is not a large chunk of my life. But even today, most people who meet me are somewhat surprised to learn that I'm gay, because I don't come across as your stereotypical gay man. I'm just come across as me. Indeed, it's kind of a bit of a game for me, really, when I meet new people, like through work or social activities, whatever. When people first meet me, they assume I'm straight, and that's fine. They can assume what they want. I assume any guy I meet is gay just because, I can be contrary, and unless you prove me otherwise, why should I give you the benefit of the doubt if you're not going to give me the benefit of the doubt, So people always seem to assume I am straight, and that's fine. And so, you keep hearing these odd little remarks, the odd gag about gay this, gay that, and it's always amusing to me. I'll give a great example. A couple of years back, I was working in a coffee shop in Bridgend, and this guy I was working with had this little small apron on, and he says, we were having a conversation about stuff, and he didn't like wearing the apron for whatever reason. I'm like, why not? He goes, oh, the apron's so gay. And I'm like, the apron is gay. Okie dokie. Then I laughed, got on my work. Once I left the kitchen, one of the girls I worked with, Tammy, she looked at him and goes, you do know Andy's gay, right? And apparently the guy was like, oh my god, like he defended me. And Tammy, of course, she laughed because she knew even by then that I didn't care. It's just what it is, But although it's no big deal for me, and I don't struggle with it at all, I have no qualms about people knowing I'm gay. I don't hide it. I don't jump out the closet and scream and shout and prance about or any of the stereotypical stuff, because I, like so many of us, am not a stereotype. I am just me, and I think that's true for most of us. We are who we are. Some of us, I want to say this without sounding offensive. There are many shades, in many nuances in what gay is for a person, and how we express ourselves. Some people, as I believe was said in Queer as Folk, explode out of the closet. Others just step out tentatively, and others, don't come out of the closet at all. They're just who they are, and if people find out they're gay, okay, cool, whatever, don't bother me none. And I'm much that person. I wasn't always. As I look back, I see many instances where it's quite clear that I've always been gay, that I've always been attracted to men. But denial is an amazing thing, and it's very easy to immerse yourself in denial. But yeah, as I say, in 2001 that changed. I met a guy, and it just worked for a while, and I've never looked back, really. So I can see that we're all different, and we all experience these things differently, and we all have different pressures, different needs to conform, whatever. And I can't preach to anybody and tell everybody how they should be, how they should react, how they should express themselves, because we all have to do that in our own way. But I will say this: think everybody deserves a right to be who they are. You know, if you're attracted to somebody of the same sex, fantastic. If you're attracted to somebody of the opposite sex, fantastic. If you're attracted to nobody, fantastic. If you're attracted to all, fantastic. You know, if your thing is that you believe you're the wrong gender, then, you know, explore that too, and that's good also. That's not my thing, obviously, but doesn't make it wrong, doesn't make me right. It just makes us who we are. So, yeah, I don't know, I'm waffling here, but, you know, the point is, just be the person you were meant to be. You know, gay, straight, bi, gender queer, gender this, gender that, whatever. It don't matter. All that matters is that you're happy and you're comfortable in yourself. And that's what it comes down to. Don't let others determine who you should be. And I think, thankfully, at least in my experience anyway, I think in the UK especially, most people don't care anymore. Yes, there's some idiots out there, some angry people out there, you know, people who are gayist, you know, hate gay people for whatever reason. But then there's always going to be prejudice, there's always going to be ignorance in this world. I don't think we will ever tap it out completely, unfortunately. We can continue to fight, we can continue to try to show people a better way, and, you know, that's what it all comes down to, really. All we can do is try to show people a better way, show people that, you know, this is what I do in my life. My goal, well, one of my many goals, certainly in terms of gay, my goal is just to show people that, you know what, I may like men, but that does not define the person I am. It's just a small part, you know. I'm just attracted to men. That's no different than the next guy being attracted to a woman. You know, it's only the big deal if we let it be a big deal. It's only going to be abnormal or different as long as we let it be so. You know, so I think the goal has to be, you know, normalize it, because it is normal. You know, liking guys, it's as normal as anything. You know, I would even argue more normal, actually, but that's a whole different conversation. So yeah, I think people, we need to just be who we are, embrace everybody, you know, embrace our differences. To quote an old line from a Christian song from back in the day, I know religion, but, you know, I have many layers. There is unity in diversity. We are stronger through our differences than what we share. You know, our common ground, although wonderful and it binds us all, it's our differences that make us stronger, I think. You know, you don't, for instance, well, that's what some do, but, you know, you wouldn't date somebody who's a carbon copy of yourself, because there's nothing to learn, there's no way to develop, there's no growth. You know, it's our differences that make each of us grow as we come to a new understanding. And I think that's what we all have to do. We have to show each other our differences, embrace each other's differences. So yes, I'm gay, I like men, and if you don't like that, well, you know what, that's actually your problem, it isn't my problem, because I'm quite happy with it, you know. And, you know, in my work, that's expressed too. Like in my Left with Stuart series, since day one we've had a gay character. Never drew attention to it because, again, it's just a part of who he is. It's only in one book that it's been really made clear, and looking back, I'm sure people were suddenly like, oh yeah, I can see now, because that explains this and explains that, and so on and so forth. You know, because in everything I write, everything I do, it's all about, for me, showing that this is just normal. It's as normal as getting up in the morning. It's as normal as drinking a nice cup of Earl Grey tea in the afternoon when you've got a bit of a cold. It's just normal. It's as normal as being an awesome uncle. So, embrace your differences, guys, and don't let nobody tell you you're wrong. find a conversation. Don't argue your point. It's a conversation. This is how we change people's mind, by being who we are, by being the right people we are, and by engaging in conversation. Like I say, I've worked with many people. I've worked with this woman who's a bit older than me, but she had never worked with gay people before, and she had, the stereotypical image in her head. But when she found out I was gay, she was like, "Oh, okay, I didn't realize that." And then she had a whole host of questions for me. But the conversation began, and I was able to explain stuff to her that she had never really thought that before. And so now I think she's more, if you excuse the phrase, enlightened in her thinking, because she's been exposed to the normality of it all, and the realization that it's not different, it's just who we are, it's just as normal as the next person, it's just what it is. So embrace, don't hide. If you feel the need to keep it secret, then try and find people that you can speak to, because believe there are loads of people out there, people who do struggle with this still, and there's people who don't, like myself, and befriend those who don't have issues with it, because there's loads of them out there. And the odds are, family, friends, most often in the UK at the moment, I think people don't care. They, you're gay, okay, cool. That's cool. I knew my phone was going to ring at some point during this. Yeah, find people. We're all out there. Family, friends, whatever. There are people who can support you. There are people who can help you. And anybody watching this who I know who struggle with it, come talk to me. I'm not bothered. Obviously. So yeah, come. Let's make this world a better place. Let's change it one person at a time, by showing people through our lives that it's normal. We're normal. We're all normal. We're all different. We're all normal. We are who we're meant to be. Let's get the conversation started. Until then, until the day we're all one. That day's never gonna come. There'll always be struggles. But you know what? We can change the world. We can make it better. We just need to embrace each other. So, come on. Big hug, people. Let's embrace each other. Until next time.